mangrove. Oh, snappers! Just gonna take these.
Oh, that's him.
Hold up, hold up, hold up. Before I was doing stuff like that, I was doing stuff like this. My name's Joey Antonelli and you're watching my channel. I've grown up in the same area my whole life, fishing the same waters with a family full of fishermen. Now I'm on the water more than ever. Thanks for tuning in to another episode, and if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get back at the action.
This is Joey Antonelli in the great outdoors.
What is going on? We are out on the lake today. I don't know what we're gonna get into. Probably some snapper fishing first, maybe a little bit of diving, maybe some pelagics. I don't really know. But we got Nick and Luke over here. We're just at our first spot.
Give me bait.
Dolphin. Luke sees dolphins. Right here. Where's he at, Luke?
Went past the front of that.
Little dolphins off the bow. Throw chunks in is what you need to do. Right here. He's coming back around. It's a little one. There you go. Oh, that's a lot of chum, man. You're gonna fill that thing up.
Is he even a keeper? I think he's a keeper.
Pitch that chunk to him, Luke.
Where's he at?
He's little, dude. Rip that thing in half.
Oh, a little tiny, yeah.
He's gonna mow down that chum. Oh, Nick's gonna get him.
Nope, right there. Oh, are you kidding me?
First fish of the day. During the intro, took 4 seconds. You know what we're gonna do with him, Luke? I'm gonna open this box and you can flip him right onto the cast net.
Ready?
Yeah, try to make him right into the cast net. There we go. That worked. So that's our first fish. Luke's gonna go ahead and take care of that. I'm gonna get set up and we're gonna go snapper fish. So we got the dolphin. Now we're gonna send the stinger rig out there
Fucking smoked, bro.
for kingfish. I got a kingfish catch and cook I wanna do. Oh, that's not him, come on.
That was a king.
There he is.
You got an AJ.
Hooked up. I don't know if this fish knows it's hooked, but it's not fighting like a king.
You got an AJ. Where's the gaff at?
Woo! Up front, you can just leave it though. There you go, now he's running a little. Let's see what we got on the flat line. And this is a super fun setup for it. This is the Tsunami Forge 12, paired with the Tsunami Trophy Series jigging rod. Really light tip, super fun for live bait. I don't think this is a king. There he is. That was a strong little jack. We're gonna skip the gaff on this one. You can probably just grab his tail, Luke. He's right here.
Yeah. Line mess with it.
Dude, these fish are so strong. All right, you good?
Yep.
That'll probably be a barely keeper amberjack. Should be a perfect eating one. Crank him, Lukey. Luke's got something hooked up. We're gonna get this jack out of the net.
Oh, could be.
We got us a snapper.
Snapper. Nice, Luke. Let's go.
There we go. Mangrove in the boat.
PB. There's your biggest mangrove. PB.
There we go. That's what we're looking for. Luke's starting us off on the snapper game.
PB.
And there's that AJ. So we got some fish in the box for about 5 minutes. Dolphin, AJ, mangrove, mixed bag. What you got, Nikki?
Chunk bait.
Doing good, Johnny?
Yeah. It's got some jacks coming up.
Nice mangrove. Step back here if you can.
Oh, fuck yeah, it's a fatty. Good.
That's the one we were seeing. He is in the boat, pretty much. That's a 10-pounder. That's what we're looking for. Look at the size of that mangrove. About a 25-inch mangrove. Look at that thing. Very nice.
Whip it out to one side or the other.
I'll throw it to the right. There we go. So we got the flat line going out. And we're just gonna let him swim away. Got some chum going back there. On the flat line. There he goes, there he goes. Woo! That's what we're looking. Oh my God, that thing's fast. Kingfish on. What do you got, Luke?
I don't know, something big.
Luke's got a shark or something. Oh my God, this is a good king. I hope.
Come on, Luke, work him, big cobia.
Come on, come on, come on. King coming at me. Such a fun little setup.
We got coming in another king, or is that Jax?
We got amberjacks. We got kingfish. This is called a Luke Slam. He loves amberjacks and kingfish. I'm gonna back down a little. You gonna wait for him? Yeah, he's foul hooked. All right, my gaff holds a little kingfish. There we go. That's a perfect one to eat.
Hey, look at this, Joey.
Look at that kingfish there. Under the boat. Big old shark. All right. Take a step back and I'll help you with it. Look at the size of that man-eater. Back down to the bottom. There's our kingfish. Got that little stinger hook right there by his mouth, and then the other one got him here, and that's why he was so hard to land. So there we go. Kingfish going in the box.
Come on, Luke. Show your fish, man.
He's going around, going around.
Up top.
He went over you, Nick.
Big as
Where are you? What do I got on? Is that another king?
No, come
I got
here.
a cobe.
Yeah, I'm going.
I got
You going, Joey?
Nah, he's a short cobe. Cobia on, kingfish on. All right, I'm gonna try to get mine all the way over here. We got us a little cobia. We're manhandling them too. Either pull the hook or. Woo! Nick, you want to give us a hand for a sec? I got a crazy cobia. This rod has so much power.
Borderline.
Yeah, he's borderline. All right, coming up for the net.
Dude, I got one on.
Get it. Nick's got a fish on. Got it. Go, 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 go.
I got it.
There you go.
You got it.
That little pick gaff works good. You got that, Luke?
Yep.
Woo! Cobia in the boat. King in the boat. I think the cobia is gonna be a little bit small.
Yeah, now that I see him.
Double up was the kingfish and the cobia. Cobia, too little. Nick's on him. Stop him.
I got him. Already got color.
Luke, you want to grab the net for him?
I got it.
Very snapper-esque. I got the king rod out of the way.
Oh!
That's a chunky one.
Beauty.
There he is. Oh, did you see that one?
Yeah, I just got hit too. Swashing
We're
on
both
it.
getting into the snapper turf. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come back.
Nice.
There he is. There he is. Look at that snapper. That's a nice fish. Snappers. Nice mangrove. There you go, Lukey.
Solid tail. Nice fish.
Ah, we're bailing him.
Nice fish.
Okay, we stuck something. Yeah. There you go. Big pumps. That's a good fish. Let's see. Looks like he's mangrove shaped.
Hey, he lost this jig.
Okay. Nice mangrove. There we go. Another mangrove on the deck. Guys, Nick's looking for his glove.
No, the other one.
I'm choking on water. We have been hammering the mangoes. Mangrove snapper. We're out here. I'm choking on water right now. But we're about to suit up. Me and Nick are currently racing to get in the water. So he's gonna shoot the first fish. I'm gonna put the hat down, get the mask cam on, get in the water, and shoot the fish before Nick does. Load your gun before you get in. Spearfishing safety tip that you're not supposed to do. You ready? Oh, giant mangrove. Holy shit. Okay, it is dive time, and as you could tell, as soon as we got in, we were really excited because these mangrove snapper were super high up and super fired up. This time of year, we get some big mangroves. As you can tell, if you've been watching the channel, I've gotten a mangrove all the way up to my personal best recently, which was 30.5 inches, just shy of 15 pounds, which is a giant mangrove snapper. So for my first drop, I wanted to go down deep and look for one of those real true giant mangroves, something well over 10 pounds. You can see that mangrove there kind of darting down. He just didn't want anything to do with me, and I wasn't going to chase him. I was just slowly drifting down, and as I started to work my way down, I was probably at about maybe 50 or 60 feet, and the water just got cold. It was getting dirtier, so I kind of planed off, started looking around. That's where you just saw those kingfish and the remoras, and I was just working my way back up, just kind of slowly drifting back up. A little bit of kicking, and I looked back down and saw that curious mangrove, and that is where that mangrove messed up. I knew I hit him really good. I hit him just behind the gills where the fish didn't really get slowed down, but it was a very solid holding shot. Slob groves. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So after a quick reload, I'm drifting down again, probably about 30 feet or so this time, a little bit shallower. And, or actually, maybe I just ducked down there. I don't know. But anyways, nice mangrove. Lined up on him, turned broadside. Pretty much the same shot. Right behind the gills, which is a very, very solid shot. You can really control the fish, horse them up, and not waste time letting the fish run down and potentially attract more sharks or get the fish eaten by a shark and lose your fish and maybe even lose some of your gear. So solid shot, pulled that one up, and we got another mangrove in the boat.
He's got fish on.
Think it?
With all the commotion going on, we attracted the attention of some other reef fish, and that is the amberjack right there. Took my time on the shot, lined up. I did hit him a little bit too far forward, I think. I really like to roll these fish, and I don't take the shot unless I think I'm going to roll them, but that wasn't the case this time. Lately, I actually haven't been rolling as many amberjacks as I would like to. I've been having to fight them out, but they're really strong fish, but it was a really solid holding shot. We ripped that one right up, put a lot of pressure on him, and then I dispatched him as soon as I could with my dive knife and put him in the boat for a nice, quick amberjack. All right, AJ's on deck. Back up, Luke. Oh, we got it to AJ's. That's what we're looking for. Not really what we're looking for, but we'll take it. All right, I'm gonna slide him in. there it is. After shooting some nice fish, we kind of spooked up the mangroves a little bit, which is pretty typical. They start to go down. Even if you see a ton of them, they usually start to go down. So I'm drifting down deeper here, and that's when I spotted that unicorn right there. That's a pretty nice size Kubera snapper. I just wasn't close enough to be confident taking the shot, so I decided not to. There's the bottom right there. That's the ledge. We're in about 85 foot right there. And there was a bunch of Goliaths. They didn't really turn up too good on the video, but there's a bunch of Goliaths around, bunch of spadefish, bunch of rainbow runners, just a ton of life. I knew I was in a really, really good spot. So I headed up to the surface, did a breathe up. General rule of thumb, I like to spend at least 2 or 3 times as long on the surface as I do under the surface. And that's what we did. Now we're making a drop back down on pretty much the same spot. You can see all the blue runners, all the rainbow runners. I was looking for the Kubera. That's all I was thinking about on this drop. And I moved really slow. I thought I saw the Kubera right here, and that's when I started closing the gap. Unfortunately, it wasn't a Kubera, but it was a very nice mangrove. You can see the Jewfish there on the bottom. The mangrove spooked, but he came back. I hit him good. The Goliaths were all over there, so I put a lot of pressure on him and just started pulling him up real hard. Right there is my, that's my big gun. You can see the bands are black. That's my bigger gun. I was ready for the Kubera. I hit the mangrove snapper a little low, so I kind of tore out the gut cavity a little bit. But I was still able to land him. Gutted him real quick since he was already ripped right there. The meat on the fish actually is still not messed up at all. We'll still get 2 really good fillets out of that fish. And we added him to the boat. Here's a much easier shot. Nick spotted this kingfish. It was closer to me. He pointed it out to me. I made a drop and hit him pretty good. I hit him solid, kind of mid-body, which is a good shot to take on these kingfish because kingfish have such mushy. If you hit them low towards the ribs or too high towards the back, they usually rip out. Kingfish for dinner. You can see we're still in the same spot, all the same bait around, but there is something different. There's something we haven't seen yet today, and it's an underwater mirror. These fish are so cool. And despite how big and shiny they are like ghosts in the water. They're so hard to see. That's a pretty solid size African pompano. I got that bigger gun again, and I lined up, took a shot, and I hit him really solid. That gun has a lot more range and a lot more power. Nick swam down, put a second shot in it to just kind of put the kill shot in there or get a really secure shot so we could rip this fish up fast. And that was going to be an African pompano. Look at all those snappers! We literally had to stop fishing because we caught too many fish. Our cooler was full, it was time to head in, and we like to take really good care of our fish. And that kind of gave me an idea. That's the inspiration for the catch and cook portion of this video. Now, we had a cooler full of great fish, awesome snappers, we had some dolphin in there. Then we had the AJs and the kingfish, and those two are thought of being somewhat of a trash fish, good for nothing but making smoked fish dip out of. That's not the case. Very good fish, especially when taken very well care of like we do. We have our fish in a slush. It's something I've been kind of trained to do from the people that taught me in the commercial world of fishing. Now, in Florida, there's heavy fines and penalties if you don't take good care of your fish. Other parts of the world, not the case. So I'd rather eat a fresh kingfish that I know was iced down and taken really good care of over a snapper that could have been caught in another part of the world where the ice isn't as readily available and it may not have seen ice for the first several hours after it had been harvested. So support your local fishermen, shop at your local seafood markets, local restaurants that buy fresh and local. That's the little kind of message I'm going to be putting out there. And now we're going to go head to the kitchen and cook up some kingfish. So here's everything we're working with. We got some cilantro, some garlic, some lemon and orange. We got some olive oil, and we got our kingfish. Kingfish, like I said, it's darker. It's definitely not my favorite fish, but there's nothing wrong with it. We already got a pan heating up over here. We're gonna go ahead, get some olive oil in there, let that olive oil heat up, and then we'll get started. And I intentionally am doing this very simple because I'm not trying to mask the kingfish. Just a little bit of citrus, a little bit of garlic. That's for you, Craig. And some cilantro, and I got some salt. Probably put a little bit of salt on it. But once that heats up, we'll start the next. I'm gonna go ahead and slice up some of that stuff. Got our kingfish going right into the pan. Get both pieces going right there. And we're gonna take this cilantro and garlic, put it right on top of there. A little bit more. And we're gonna go with a little bit of lemon. Then we got our lemon and oranges on top. Next, we're just gonna take a little bit of lemon juice and squirt that on top of it all. There you go, it's cooking away. So we got the citrus on top of it. We're gonna wait a little bit and then we're gonna slide it off and flip it. And it should be some good stuff. All right, so first we're just gonna take these, flip them off to the side a little bit. There we go. Let's get that back on top. That is going to be some good kingfish. Anyone who says kingfish is garbage hasn't tried fresh kingfish. It's been sitting for a little bit. We're just gonna kind of get the juices on there. That's probably good. We can take them off. I went ahead and hit it with one more flip because it looked like I didn't do that side long enough. But now that's the bottom, and it got that real nice golden color to it. Just gonna let it cook a little bit longer. Yeah, you can see it's almost cooked all the way through. There we have it. There we have it. Fresh kingfish. I haven't had kingfish in a while. It's hot. Oh my god, that's hot. Anyone that says kingfish is no good hasn't tried it like this. Hasn't tried bleeding the fish, taking good care of it, icing it right away in an ice slush. I'm not saying throw it in a cooler with one bag of ice on it, because kingfish is a mushier meat, a softer meat. But look at this, once you cook it, that's nice and firm. That's like, it's as good as it gets. I mean, it's fresh, good fish. I'm not saying there's other fish I don't like, or I would like more. But there's absolutely nothing wrong. You could serve that to anyone and they would never say that it's a trash fish. And that's, we'll call this like a citrus kingfish. It's super simple, super easy, super good. I will definitely be finishing all this. And I hope I make some believers out of you guys. Get out there, keep the fish that everyone thinks are garbage fish. A lot of times the price of kingfish gets knocked way down, and that's because of the demand. I mean, ask for it in restaurants. Grills in Melbourne or Grills up in Port Canaveral did a special on it when COVID first hit. There's nothing wrong with grilled kingfish, or not, or however you want to cook it. They did a grilled kingfish special. That's why I said that. But anyways, that's what we're working with here. Thanks a lot for watching the channel. You can get my gear, my hats, my shirts, my stickers, jantogear.com. Subscribe to the channel. You guys are awesome. You make it so I can go ahead and keep making these videos for you. And we'll see you in the next one. Later.